One more.
Appreciate you.
Our age has passed on. And even though from where I am, I too live in 40 to 60. And my work has passed on. And it's not an easy thing to be giving. And sometimes we do give out, give more than what comes back. So, kudos to you for being able to give an example from your tragic field that you survived and so more to all of that is to take just ground, not just ground. And so this is just beginning. That's how I feel. You guys passed so many hurdles, and now you begin on even a higher level. When you put decades in, it turns into this. You can just endure. They say, you can endure till the end, so you can get it. It's not just good, but it allows you what you do. So we just call out. So we'll call out to me today to encourage everyone who's in the state to tell others that we have a naturopathic school and that people can be certified in this work, this field of work of wellness. And I will be teaching in Suffolk Ground for. I will be glad and honored to teach and within the school. We've always talked about it, and now it's about being around it. Also, this is the time that I'm bringing forth Circles of Wellness, which is my latest book, and it's a guide to planting, cultivating, and possible wellness. And I want to give a shout out to Dr. Brendan Sheridan. So she's my friend, she's your friend, and she's a medical doctor who opens up this book, and she gives us full support. So she's supporting me, Dr. Jesse Brown, Dr. Brendan Sheridan is also supporting you on the same journey. And I would like to read something in her forward in honor of you, in honor of us, and it's about the missing link. What is presented to us is the missing link. And Dr. Brendan Sheridan of Wisdom practice of physician for 35 years says, I am pleased and proud to have brought this greatest addition to the Critical Wellness Library. And the guide, Service of Wellness, the guide to planting, cultivating, and harvesting wellness is an invaluable tool for the partnership between holistic, that's that, and traditional care. The more you incorporate these principles, the more results may be quantified the growth of traditional medicine. In my opinion, its intent is collaborative, and the well-being of mutual link in the approach to chronic illness. And there's no other accident for some examination room. It is up to you as a result. And so you're going to have, I know I think pastors and doctors on who also do not feel threatened by natural healing. They may have already experienced healing through natural healing themselves and know that this is a link for our people to be whole. Yes, we still see our doctors and we still get our examinations, but sometimes want to do a medication for time, but not forever. We're not trying to manage the disease, we're trying to eliminate, prevent, and lead. So as your soul grows, we will grow as a people. We need what you have, all the work it took, all the development that it took for you to be in that place, that you would be recognized. It is such a wonderful mission, and I'm proud and pleased to be on your team. And I will always support you because you're always on the right thing for us people, and I appreciate you and everyone who's here today and support Dr. Jesse Brown and the frontier that's taking place. But for everyone, thank you so much for your support in the work that I have to offer. And sure, I really wish Dr. Jesse Brown stood together and reminded me what was said at a wellness event by house of Detroit. I believe that that's a piece of the puzzle that's going to make that of their houses. So all of you, I thank you. I appreciate you all for being there, for coming in the circle of wellness. Please do everything you can to support the school, everything you can to get the word out about the school. And if it's your time to do the training, take advantage of it, and you be a beacon of light for our community. We need the healers in every home. And so I will present with that vision. Thank you so much. Continue success. More power to you. And everything is good.
Okay, and thank you, Queen. Thank you very much. Let's give a round of applause. Come on. A Detroit round of applause. That sounds like I don't know. Yeah, okay, all right. Thank you, Queen. And we know you're in the next to do us some things. All right. Beautiful. Okay, that was Queen Ford, and she's been in this doing this healing work for a very long time. One of the first books I read after Dick Gregory's Cooking with Mother Nature for Folks to Eat was Queen Ford's Heal That Self, and I said, wow. And one day I said, I need to meet her. And my family reunion, my mother's side of the family is from Long Island, New York, and so I was going through there. In fact, I had to go past Brooklyn to go there. And so one day I was going through it, and I called Queen Ford there, and I didn't get through to her that time, but it was maybe a year or so later. I not only got through to her, but I brought her to Detroit, and she did, so, pretty much every book that she's done since then. We've done a book signing, we've done an event here to uplift the community, because what we find is going on out there in another community we can bring here. I've been in California and traveled extensively, and I always try to bring that information back. So that's what the school's here for, that's what training and everything else is. And so we're glad to have Queen Ford on board as well. So she is advisory as well as instructional with the Holistic Training Institute. We need national and international scope. Amen, somebody? Okay, so we could have access to someone who's been doing this work for, I don't know, better than 30 years. But I've been doing it for 30 years. It's been about 40 or so for Queen, for a very long time. Then that just enriches the entire process. Okay, so we have someone else who's on, and you heard what she said. Detroit is a model city of wellness. Okay, and Detroit has been a mecca for a number of things. We've got Motown. We've got Shrine of Black and Down. We've got so many movements that started right here in the city of Detroit. Okay? Why that is, somebody's going to have to tell me why that is one day. But I'm sure there's a reason for that happening in the way it has, and it's going to continue in terms of health and wellness. If drugs and disease and the result of drugs and pull our community down, what's going to lift it up? Health and wellness, right? And business opportunity with that. The reason why drugs proliferate in our community, there's at least one main reason, is because it's profitable. If there was no profit in drugs, it wouldn't happen, right? Nobody's going to sell drugs if there's no money. Okay, so if there's money in health and wellness, and it's the next $1 trillion industry, that means that we're going to be uplifted and supported, and we have the financial base to make that happen as well. Okay, so I have someone standing by, another person who's going to be contributing and working with us from a distance. This is Jennifer Carroll, and let's see, Jennifer Carroll she's going to have to tell you how the background, because it's more I speak to her. I met her just about a year ago, well, almost exactly a year ago. I was in Atlanta. It was her birthday, and someone that I know who was in the health and wellness arena, Vanessa Kennebrew, I don't know if you know her. She's been doing massage therapy. She's doing the touring and such. But she introduced us. She said, hey, my friend is having a birthday. Went over there, and then I found out what a dynamic person she was, all that she's done in terms of business building and things. So Queen had her subject matter expertise is in health and wellness and fasting and all that. And Jennifer's is in business building. So when you talk about the online, presence and what we're going to do online to help people to reach out to people wherever they are, whenever they can study, whenever they can, we can connect with them. That's part of her expertise. So Jennifer, welcome to Detroit. In fact,
Well, thank you.
one time, she may be here soon again, but she's going to speak to us about the business of health.
Yes, yes. I am really excited to have to be joining you this afternoon. And Jesse, I want to thank you for having me. I am very privileged to have got connected with this gentleman here because, as he mentioned, he came out to Atlanta to visit and ended up coming to a birthday party that I had. A friend of mine invited him to, and I thought he was just a great guy who knew how to dance real good. And then I found out that he was this master holistic wellness professional, and just found out so much about him. And so I'm just very excited to be connected with him and all the fantastic work that he's doing. Doubly excited because I think I mentioned this to Jesse. Actually, I first got introduced to the world of holistic healing back in, I don't know, 1990, I guess. And Queen Afua was actually, the Heal Thyself book was actually the first holistic wellness book that I ever purchased. So just as excited to be connected with her and all the fantastic work that she has done and continues to do for our community. I'm going to tell you a little bit about who I am, just a little bit about my background, so you know what I do and who I am. As Jesse mentioned, my name is Jennifer Carroll. I am a marketing consultant, a full-time marketing consultant, and I basically help people to create a business based on their passions and their vision. So going across a variety of different fields and industries, I help people, whatever their purpose, whatever they feel that they're passionate about in life, we work together to help them to figure out how to monetize it and create a business from that. I have a very special passion specifically for holistic wellness, and so I'm very excited to share this information with all of you that are also interested in this particular niche, because I know that there are so many people out here in the world that are waiting for all of us to get our message out and to share this information. Not only can we be transforming people's health, their own individual health, but their legacies for their children to come. So this is extremely important work that we are about to embark on. I'm going to share a little bit more background about my own personal journey to this point. I actually got involved with the online marketing space as a result of being I was actually in the real estate and mortgage business for about a little over 7 years. And when the real estate market crashed, we all know what happened. It was catastrophic for so many people, including myself. So when the real estate market crashed, I had been doing it for quite some time, had a very successful run with it. But just like so many of us do, as it's pretty common, the more money that I made, the more money that I spent. And so, you have people that are making lots of money, but, you don't see it because it's going into purchasing a lot of stuff that doesn't have long-term value. So with that being said, the market crash hit me very dramatically. The real estate, mortgage industry crashed, and so they weren't lending anymore on mortgages. And so, as you can imagine, being in a specific industry for a certain period of time, and then going out into the marketplace trying to reinvent yourself, I was like, okay, what am I going to do? I've always been an entrepreneur, so I knew that was kind of the space that I wanted to stay in. But as it turned out, I actually got introduced to the network marketing industry. I had a friend of mine whose mother introduced me to a network marketing opportunity. It was actually in the wellness industry. And, I did what so many people do when they get involved with network marketing. I, was excited about it. And so I started running out, telling all my friends and family, like they were going to be just as equally as excited about it as I was. And we know what happens there. A lot of times that's not necessarily the case. People get turned off. They're like, okay, I'm not into that, whatever. People love you and they know you for for who you are, but they may not respect you in business a lot of the times. And that was the situation that I ran into with, sharing this particular business opportunity. So at that place, I decided that, how can I believed in the model. I still believe in the network marketing model. It just turned into like, okay, well, if my friends and family is burnt out, who can I speak to grow my business? How can I start to generate leads and sales for myself without going to, the traditional friends and family route? And so I got into researching the online space and just found like a whole new world. The internet is amazing. And really, once you start to understand that you can just put yourself out to not only a local audience, but a worldwide audience, once you understand how to specifically target your message, the whole world opens up. And so as I started to research it for my own business, I started to recognize like, wow, this is, something I really enjoy. And I have done marketing consulting for the past 6 years for businesses and helping people to establish their presence and their businesses online. So I'm really excited that Jesse has extended his invitation for me to teach some of this information to you as holistic wellness professionals. What I want to talk to you a little bit briefly about is some of the reasons why, if you are currently in the wellness industry, and you've done any or tried to do any types of social media marketing, a lot of times when I talk to people, there are some specific reasons why they're frustrated and they feel like they're not getting the type of results they want. And generally it falls into the main portion of it is that they really don't have a marketing plan. A lot of people just say, okay, well, I'm a health coach and I want to get my message out. And so they start posting information online about, eat healthy. And, I have, you can get a free, introductory coaching session and all this different stuff. But they don't really have a plan of action and they don't have a way to get that message out so that people can understand the benefit that you add to their lives. There is a methodology to social media marketing and getting your message out so that you can get a result. And if you haven't stepped back to really identify who is your niche, a lot of times when I speak with people, they, say, oh, my business is for everybody. And I'm here to say, if you're saying something like that, if you think your business is for everybody, then you're going to find that your business is not for anyone because the more, or I'll even say it another way, that the riches are in the niches. So if you are let's just say you are a woman health coach, you may do well if you enjoy working with women to, target women as your specific niche, or maybe, a cultural background or whatever the case may be. And so that is probably one of the biggest things that I find with people is that they don't necessarily have that marketing in process. Another issue that I find is that a lot of people get online and they don't necessarily have a product. They just start putting information up and they think that a lot of times people will figure out what they do. If you are not directly expressing to people what you do and the value that you can bring to them, a lot of times I've run into people that, oh, I'm posting all this stuff. And then I take a look at it. They're not really directly talking about what they do and also showing how it will benefit a particular audience. And so when you're doing that, obviously you're not going to get any conversions or sales there. So that's something else to keep in mind. And when I say product, as a coach, if you're a wellness coach or something along that category, in addition to your individual consulting that you do, you can also have things such as ebooks. You can have physical books. You can have membership sites where people join your website and pay you a monthly subscription for information related to a specific topic. Let's just say that you are wanting to help people that are dealing with different types of cancer, for example. You could set up a website that is educating people on the types of eating that they may do to alkalinize their body, or workout plans or something along those lines, that someone can sign up for as a member of your membership site. And as a result of that, you can start to create a monthly income from each person that is signed up. When you start to do that, that's how you can really create strong passive income for yourself over the long term. And it's extremely powerful. The other thing that I find with people is that they may set up websites, but they don't really have any way of capturing leads. One of the things that I think is very common that I find is that people put up these fabulous, beautiful looking websites, and they look great, you know, it makes people all warm and fuzzy. But at the end of the day, if you don't have a way to capture that person as a lead when they come to your website, then it doesn't matter. Really, to be honest with you, you really don't even need a fancy website. More than anything, you need a capture page, which is a page. It could be a one-page website that gives away some type of free material to your audience. So if it may be an ebook, maybe the top 10 foods that will alkalinize your body. I can't even say alkalinize. So I'm gonna stop saying that, but you get the idea. You know, something along those lines. You could put together an ebook like that, give it away for free, and in exchange for that, the person would be signing up to your email list. Now, the advantage of that, and the reason why you really want to focus on something like that, is because what a lot of people don't think about or realize is that when somebody, maybe they see some information about what you do somewhere, they go to your website, they look at it, and they say, oh, that looks really interesting. I'm really, you know, I really like to go to this person for coaching or whatever the situation is. However, maybe at that particular time, the phone rings, their baby starts crying, they don't have the money to come and see you. There's a variety of different things that may happen. And a lot of times people just simply forget. They forget, you know, the fantastic things that they see on a daily basis, and then they move on with their life. So if they click off your website, you could have that person who was a potential lead, they could be gone forever. So the reality is, the most important thing, really literally the most important thing that you can do online is focus on your list building. And actually that's both online and offline. Whenever you're doing any type of shows or, you know, expos or anything along those lines, you need to be focused on getting as many email addresses and phone numbers as possible. And the reason for that is because you want to be able to market to them over time. They say that, you know, according to marketing principles, it takes the average person about 7 times to see a marketing message before they make a buying decision. So if that's the case, you need to be able to provide valuable information to that particular prospect on why you are the person that can help them to solve whatever their challenge is. So that is really the most important thing that you need to be focused on as a entrepreneur and as a business owner. Now, when you use social media is basically the different sites such as YouTube, as Facebook, Pinterest, all the other ones, Instagram. These are all avenues that drive traffic to your site so that you can build a list. So you need to think about it like that. Your only goal online should be about building your list. So if you start to think about it like that, it really starts to simplify your marketing, because you're not trying to do everything under the sun. You're trying to get people information that is valuable to them and show them how you can help them solve their problem. Get them to your email list. Once they're on the email list, you present them with an offer and an opportunity to purchase something from you, be it coaching, be it a product or a service or whatever. So what I want to do is I want to share my screen, because we've actually put together a series of like a beginner, an intermediate, and an advanced course offerings for social media that we are going to be doing through the Holistic Training Institute. And I'm really excited about it. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so you can take a look at some of the information that we're going to be sharing. Okay. So we have the beginner module, which is your intro to social media marketing. What we're going to be covering is really the nuts and bolts of putting together a marketing campaign, because it's not just about sharing information with everybody or just posting stuff here and there online and thinking you're going to get a flood of business, but it's really about creating a very concise campaign that will convert. So we're going to be talking about how to do that. The first module, we're going to be talking about understanding social media. It's going to be talking about what social media is all about, some of the primary websites that people are on online, and how to determine if a particular site is right for your business. A lot of times people think that, oh, okay, I'll just get on Twitter, or I'll get on Pinterest, and it'll be great. Well, you need to figure out, is your audience even on these sites? A lot of times the target market that you're looking for is not on that particular site. So you don't want to waste your time marketing on particular sites that are not going to bring you to your target audience. Module 2, we're going to be talking about identifying your avatar. And what I mean avatar is basically the individual that is representative of your target market. So we're going to be talking about how to identify your specific target audience, and how this is important to developing your marketing message. If you start to understand what your particular target audience wants, what keeps them up at night, what is their motivator, what is the thing that they fear the most, what motivates them. If you can really understand that and get really specific on that, you're going to be heads and tails above everybody else. You're going to be able to get your marketing message out in such a way that every time that you post something on social media, they're going to think that you're talking directly to them. And that's the experience that you want to give to your audience. You want them to really feel connected to you and really feel that you are the person that can help them to solve their problem. In Module 3, we're going to be talking about how to develop a unique brand. We're going to be talking about why it's important to develop a unique brand identity, some of the ways that you can go about developing your unique online identity. Module 3, we're going to be talking about building your social media profiles. We'll identify the major social media sites, how to create your social media profiles. We'll also identify how to create fully optimized and branded social media site profiles so that you can get leads and sales. There is a certain way that you can set up your social media profiles where you put in certain keywords, where if someone is searching in Google for a holistic wellness coach in Detroit, you can set up your social media profiles so that your profile will pop up. And that's the kind of information that we're going to be sharing in that module. Module 4, we'll be talking about why list building is your most important activity online. I can't talk about this enough. If you can really understand and get that this is really the focus of what you need to be doing in terms of marketing, you're going to be really excited because it starts to get fun. I know social media can get really overwhelming. I talk to a lot of people who get really frustrated about it. But when you start to really figure out that all your only job is to create valuable content that people are interested in, and drive them to a capture page where you're collecting their information. And then once you collect their information, you give them additional value and then offer them something. You're not even trying to sell them something, because after a while, once they see that you're giving them information for free that is adding value to their lives, they're going to naturally want to get involved with whatever you have to offer, because they're going to see the value in it. Module 5, we're going to be talking about how to develop a cash pumping lead generation site. We're going to be talking about the proper layout for your website and some of the key components that your website should feature. Module 6, we're going to be talking about how to get traffic for your business and your offers, how to get targeted visitors to your website that are looking for what you have to offer. Module 7, how to set up customized email follow-up campaigns. We're going to be talking about exactly how to speak with your audience, how to develop customized email follow-up campaigns that educate your prospects, and doing the selling and the conversions for you. I know a lot of times people, especially individuals within this marketplace, get overwhelmed because we're not necessarily naturally salespeople. But if you do your marketing correctly, you don't have to sell. Your marketing does the selling for you. We're going to be talking about blogging. We'll be talking about how to set up a blog, why it's one of the most effective ways to build a following online. We'll also cover how to blog, what to blog about, how to set up your site so that you can quickly and easily get found online. This is our intermediate course offering. We're going to be talking about how to master the various social media channels. So we'll be getting very, very in-depth on the various social media sites, including LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, Instagram, Google+, and Meetup. A lot of people don't think about Meetup as a social media site, but it is actually one of the most powerful sites out there that you can get a very targeted audience of people who are interested in your particular offering. And for advanced, we're going to be talking about information product creation and membership sites. This is one of the most exciting portions to me, because really, as experts in your particular category, you can start to create content in the form of ebooks, in the form of physical books, in the form of membership sites, different course offerings that will create passive income for you, where you don't have to trade your time for dollars. And really, as entrepreneurs, that's what we really want, that good passive income. So we're going to be talking about how to create your own information products and how to set that up as an additional revenue stream for your business. So hopefully I didn't overwhelm you with too much information, and that is just an overview of some of the information that we have. I did want to actually, before I get back online, let me share something else with you. I did want to, for all of you that are in attendance, I actually set up a site where you can actually go if you're interested in this course offering. You can actually join our VIP list so that you can get notified when the courses actually go live. You can actually access that if you want to jot the address down. It's wholistic with a W, wholisticmarketingacademy.com. If you go to that site and go ahead and enter your information, your name and email address, by clicking this button here, you'll be put on our early notification list and get information as soon as everything goes live. So that is a basic overview of what we're going to be covering. I'm really excited, as I mentioned, and look forward to meeting each and every one of you and talking to you soon.
Jennifer, thank you. Round of applause. Come on, Detroit, a round of applause. All right, all right. And Jennifer in Atlanta. So we've heard from Jennifer, and we'll be having people will be drawing the best of the best in our community, because we got genius in our genes. We got diamonds in our DNA. We have unlimited resources as well. Thank you, Jennifer. And I need to do anything over here. I'll be talking to you real soon.
Okay. Bye-bye.
What time is it?